my friends, my sisters, my brothers. I hope you're doing fine. I'm doing fine. Although I had sleepless nights last week thinking about Zimbabwe. I have been so nervous about Zimbabwe because the other week, if you had the opportunity to look at the news, there was unrest in Zimbabwe. People went out on the street to protest because the government made some very interesting decisions that affected the people, and that is raising the cost of fuel from $1 per liter to $3. It's ridiculous. $3 a liter for fuel. That's what they did. And the president justified these actions by saying that he did this to ensure, to crack down on the illegal sale of fuel. And so that's why he raised the prices. People got nervous, people went on the streets, they started to protest, and the government sent the army and the police to go and stop people from protesting. And people were, it resulted in some deaths, people died during this time, people were arrested, meaning basically the government is telling you they do not want you to talk and say anything. The government further went to shut down the internet to ensure that people are not talking and not communicating, and there's no uprising, there's no unrest, and so they shut down the internet. Luckily, they went to court, and the court ordered that the internet should be up. I've been trying to follow the news, and there's very little coming from Zimbabwe, and this tells me that there's obviously something is not right. Maybe it's some sort of oppression, maybe people are just nervous, maybe people are just feeling sad. I don't know, because the reports that I'm seeing indicate that there's 70% of people living in severe poverty. People are living in severe poverty. And I'll tell you that they stopped trading in their own currency, the Zimbabwe dollar, in I think 99, when they abolished their own currency, because the inflation was so high. I think it was around 500%. Inflation was so high that it didn't make sense to trade in their own currency. So they trade in the US dollar. And people are in poverty. And not only that, it is reported that there's a health crisis because there's no medication. Doctors were fired, 550 doctors were fired, and the doctors that are working now, they're reportedly being paying $320 a month for their services. So that is as bad as the situation is. Mines have closed. I think 3 mines closed the other week. And shops are empty. The shops are empty. There's people cannot, the businesses cannot afford to manage the cost of running the business. So most of the businesses are empty. Some are open, and there's just very little on the shelf. People are saying even whatever is on the shelf, whatever is being sold as food, is too expensive for them to be able to access. That is the situation in Zimbabwe. And so I'm going to encourage you to watch the part 2 of this, because I wanted to do part 1 and 2 for you, so that if you're not able to follow the whole, because I did one video and it was a bit too long for people to follow. So just check out the second part of this video, because I'm going to talk about why Zimbabwe is in this situation. Zimbabwe, by all means and standard, is a country that shouldn't be poor today. But today Zimbabwe is the poorest country. In fact, it has a debt of 7.5 billion. That is the debt standing on Zimbabwe, and that debt cannot be cancelled as of now. So check out part 2, and I'm going to come back and we're going to do part 2 of this video.